Ottawa.
Ottawa.
We've done so many videos traveling all over the world. We thought we'd do one just for Ottawa. This is our staycation. Good morning.
Hello.
We are going on an adventure.
This is a fun one.
We travel all over the world, and now we're going to
the Chateau Laurier.
We're doing a staycation
in the best city.
And we wanted to show people what Ottawa was about. So we're going to the Chateau Laurier. By the way, it just happens that we are going to be doing the biggest investor conference May 1, 2, 3 in the Chateau Laurier, but our office is also there.
It's across the street from where we live.
And
we have a historic tour.
We've never done it. So we're ready to go. Chateau Laurier. What are some of the spots that we're going to be seeing on this trip?
On this trip, so this is the staycation 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to the Chateau Laurier. Are doing the historic tour of the building. Then we are going to go to the National Art Gallery and the Mint, where they make the money.
Okay, and then tomorrow? Or what about tonight?
Tonight we're going to a beautiful restaurant. We're going to have caviar and vodka and celebrate our pre-anniversary.
Pre-anniversary, ooh.
Yes. And we can walk to it from our house. Oh, it's cold.
I know.
Oof. We should have picked a better month. Oh, yes. But here we are.
Well, when we got married, it was better weather than this.
20 That was really hot, though. This is more normal.
All right.
Cold. But here we are on our first stop of the tour.
Chateau Laurier.
And it's not a work day.
May 1, 2, and 3. Biggest investor conference in North America. Whoa.
I always say about 10 people is just the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay, so hello everyone. Floors. Much of this space is original to 1912. That does include these beautiful carved wood panels on all of the walls here, as well as the Tiffany stained glass windows you'll find resemble an old English hunting lodge. That was their vibe. And to go with that theme, there was Ryan, but he flopped school. They kicked him out because he was just too friendly. Fortunately, black mark on his resume for guide dog, but it was a gold star applying for his position here. Real shoo-in, great interview candidate. Real story of triumph over adversity, something you thought was a weakness. Because for a time, this was a place to see and be seen here in the city. You wanted to see who was wearing the very latest of fashions. And of course, far from importantly, it wasn't. This familiar with that style, of course, that I suspect you've already made the comparison. Now, much of the space is original to 1929. This was added to the beginning of October.
So that was the tour. What do you think?
I loved it. That was very cool.
Yeah.
I see them every day when we come in for work, and so I thought it'd be really fun, and it was.
Yeah.
Cool stories, lots of history. That's really neat.
If you're coming to Ottawa,
take the tour.
Take the tour. What's it called?
The Chateau, Secrets of the Chateau Laurier.
Secrets of the Chateau Laurier, which ends up in Zoe's restaurant with this incredible story of how this famous photographer that lived in the Chateau Laurier had his most famous picture, which is a picture of Winston Churchill.
The one that's on that £5 note.
Yeah, which sits in the restaurant, was stolen in 2021. In the middle of COVID, nobody noticed until 2020, a year later, 2022, where they're like, that doesn't look like the real picture. And it was recovered in Italy, and the guy that bought it actually donated it back to the Chateau Laurier. Unreal.
Such a cool story.
That's a movie. That's a
for
movie.
sure.
So
Also a really cool portrait when you look at it.
yeah. So we'll show the portrait here, and hopefully you guys get an opportunity to see the secrets of the Chateau Laurier. To make history, I am in the Chateau Laurier that has been here for 114 years. And over the past 114 years, we've seen dignitaries here, we've seen presidents, royal families, we've seen the who's who of the world. When they come to the nation's capital, they will stay right here. And guess what's next? Expand, baby. Expand is coming to Ottawa for the very first time, and we are about to make history right here in the Chateau Laurier. We just signed the contract, and this is going to be the venue that we're going to have for our amazing 9th edition of the Expand Investor Conference. And you see the elegance, you see the size. We're going to have close to 1,000 attendees here. We're going to have over 100 vendors. We're going to have over 60 different presenters throughout the weekend. This is going to be wild, guys. You have to come to our next Expand May 1, 2, and 3. May 1, 2, and 3, 2026, our 9th edition of our Expand Investor Conference. And there's no better time in history to get involved with real estate and to optimize and maximize all the opportunities that are happening right now. But you got to come to this conference to figure it out. With 60 plus presenters, we're going to talk about U.S. investing, raising capital. We're going to talk about multifamily. We got this massive stage coming here. We're making plans. We took on the entire venue. If you're coming in from out of town, you can stay in this beautiful heritage building that's been here for 114 years. This is going to be our best and biggest Expand yet, and you can't miss it. All you got to do is look at the information down below, get signed up, and we'll see you there.